Welcome to the farm.
Welcome to the farm. I'm Justin, and on the last video in the beautiful case tractor sitting behind me, we hooked the carburetor up to the tractor and tried putting fuel to it, and it just leaked fuel everywhere. And after doing some research, I found out that I did in fact order the wrong carburetor kit. So I got a new kit. Let's get it open and see if we can't get this thing to hold fuel inside of it and not run it all over the place. So after the issues I had with the last carburetor kit, I double and triple checked the numbers for this carburetor kit to this carburetor. And this carburetor kit only had one part number that matched this carburetor, so it should be the proper kit for this carburetor. And I was really disappointed to find out that the seat and needle for the float was the exact same as the other one in the other carburetor kit I got. So it still doesn't fit, it still doesn't go in all the way. I'm going to have to go ahead and put the old one back in. And kind of leaves me in the same spot I was before. And I was actually really disappointed because I thought this new gasket would work. It's slightly different than the other kit, and it looked like it would all line up, but it still didn't fit quite right. When I tried to trim it to make it fit, I ended up just ripping it and wrecking it. So I'm back to using the old gasket as well. So now that I got the carburetor back together, even though I don't have any new parts in it, I'm going to go ahead, reinstall it, and try it out anyway. What's the definition of insanity? Trying the same thing and expecting different results? Anyway, I'm not expecting different results. I'm expecting the exact same results since I really didn't change anything in the carburetor. But I got to try it. Since I had the shutoff on the strainer installed wrong last time, I had to completely drain the tank to take the carb off. So I'll go ahead and throw a little bit of fuel in here and see if that carburetor still leaks. So unfortunately, the carburetor is still overflowing and leaking, so I'm not even going to try to turn it over and start it or anything like that. I'm not surprised because the new needle and seat did not fit in here. So yeah, I'm kind of at a loss with this carburetor. I've been pricing out replacements, and that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do, even though I'd prefer to keep the original just because I think it's cool to have the original. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm going to have to shift gears. I'm going to work on something else. We're going to see if we can't work on this air cleaner. The air cleaner has a big crack in it down here in the bowl. And from what I've done research-wise, the air cleaner itself is a pretty easy part to find used. However, the bowls are a lot more difficult because they rust out. So we're going to see if we can't take this apart and repair it ourselves. Hopefully we can. So in preparation for trying to get this air cleaner apart, I put this in the vise a couple days ago, and every time I come down to the barn, I've been soaking it with penetrating oil because I know that bowl is stuck hard on there. So hopefully having soaked it a bunch of times will help it come off. First thing I tried to do is take a dead blow hammer, which is basically just a rubber hammer full of sand, and tried to tap the bowl, hoping that that wouldn't damage the bowl. But even as I was tapping, the bowl was still denting a little bit, so I didn't want to hit it too hard with that, because again, I want to try to save the bowl if at all possible. So the next thing I tried was taking a little pry bar and trying to get underneath that lip on the upper part to try to hook the top of the bowl, and hopefully I could pop it loose. And needless to say, it didn't work. All I ended up doing was kind of bending that upper lip on the top part, and the bowl didn't budge. My next attempt to get the bowl off, I took a torch and started heating the bowl, hoping to get it to expand. And once it expanded, I was hoping that would break the rust apart, and then I could also spray it with penetrating oil and get down further into that bowl, hopefully breaking it apart and giving me some lubrication to get this thing off. The bowl still would not budge. So what I decided to try to do again was heat it back up again and then take it outside, put it in the snow and cool it, and do some heating and cool cycles. I did that probably 4 or 5 times, hoping that hot and cold would make the metal expand and contract at different rates, hopefully causing that rust to kind of break loose and maybe get this thing to come out. And I still couldn't get it to budge. So the last thing I tried to do was pull the top of the air cleaner off, hoping that I could access the bowl through the top of the air cleaner, maybe knock it loose or get something else down inside of there. But unfortunately, the inside of the air cleaner is all one solid piece, soldered or welded to the outer case. It's not removable. So I'm still stuck trying to get the bowl off from the bottom. So at this point in the day, I just decided to cut my losses. I spent hours out in the shop between the carburetor and the air cleaner and got absolutely nothing accomplished. So I'm just going to soak this air cleaner in penetrating oil, probably for the week, and we'll try next weekend and see if we can't get this thing off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this, even though not much progress is made. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.